See, with the continuation of the next concept in the inverse trigonometric portion, find the value of sine inverse of sine 3 pi divided by 5. Okay, yes, you know very well the range of sine inverse trigonometric function. It is okay minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Keep this range in your mind and you start finding the values of the given function, that is sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 5. See, sine inverse and sine, if you get cancelled it, just 3 pi by 5 it will be remaining. But 3 pi divided by 5, it never comes under the range of sine inverse trigonometric function, that is minus pi by 2 to it is plus pi by 2. Therefore, 3 pi by 5 does not belongs under this range. Okay. So, how you going to simplify then? See, next, therefore, the given expression can be written as sine inverse of sine 3 pi by 5 equal to sine inverse of sine pi minus it is 2 pi divided by 5. Pi minus 2 pi divided by 5. After finding the LCM, again you will be getting back your original angle, that is 3 pi by 5. So, therefore, 3 pi by 5 it can be written as pi minus 2 pi divided by 5. Next, sine inverse of sine pi minus 2 pi by 5, it can be written as sine inverse of just it is sine 2 pi divided by 5. Okay, now you cancel sine inverse and sine, just will be getting back your result 2 pi divided by 5. So it comes under the range of sine inverse trigonometric function, that is minus pi by 2 to it is plus pi by 2. Hence the final solutions of the given term is what? 2 pi by 5. Next question, find the value of cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. As you people knows very well, the range of cos inverse trigonometric function is what? 0 to pi. So once cos inverse and cos, if we get cancelled here, just 13 pi by 6 it will be remaining. It never comes under the range of cos trigonometric functions, that is 0 to pi. Therefore, okay, how you going to simplify this term then? You write cos inverse of it is cos 13 pi by 6 is equal to cos inverse of cos, okay, 2 pi plus it is pi divided by 6. 6 to the 12 pi plus 1 pi will be how much? 13 pi by 6. Now cos inverse of cos 2 pi plus pi by 6 can be written as it is cos inverse of cos pi by 6. Now cos inverse and cos, you cancel these two functions each other, so pi by 6 will be remaining. Pi by 6 is comes under the range of okay 0 to pi of the cos inverse trigonometric function. So this is the last solutions of the given problem. In question 3, find the value of tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Okay, here tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Once tan inverse and tan, if you remove here just 7 pi by 6 it will be remaining, but it never comes under the range of sine inverse trigonometric tan inverse trigonometric function, that is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So how you going to simplify this? Again you do one thing, you consider the given term once again as it is tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6 is equal to tan inverse of tan, it is pi plus pi by 6. See, after finding the LCM of the term, pi plus pi by 6, 6 on the 6 pi, pi plus 1 pi will be how much? 7 pi by 6. Now tan inverse of tan pi plus pi by 6 can be written as tan inverse of tan pi by 6. Okay, now tan inverse and tan both are gone here, just pi by 6 will be remaining. So pi by 6 is, it comes under the range of tan inverse trigonometric function, that is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Therefore this is the final solutions of the given term. In the next question, find the value of sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. Okay, next, as you people knows very well, the range of sine inverse trigonometric function, that is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. One sine inverse and sine, if you get cancelled here, okay, next 2 pi by 3 it will be remaining, but this value will be exceeding more than the range of the sine trigonometric functions. So it can be simplified in this way. Sine inverse of sine, it is 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus it is pi by 3. 3 ones are 3 pi minus 1 pi will be how much? 2 pi by 3. When term will be splitting, angle will be splitting, we should be very careful in between plus or minus. Okay, because after finding the LCM of the splitted angles, we should get back again the given original angle. So now sine inverse of sine pi minus pi by 3 can be written as sine inverse of sine pi by 3. Now sine inverse sine both are gone, just pi by 3 it will be remaining. Okay, it comes under the range of sine inverse trigonometric function, that is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, in next question, tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. You people knows very well. Again, the range of tan inverse trigonometric function is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Tan inverse and tan, if you remove 3 pi by 4, it will be remaining, but it never comes under the range of, okay, tan inverse trigonometric functions. 3 pi by 4, this respective angle will be exceeding more than the range of tan inverse trigonometric function. But how are you going to simplify it? Again, splitting the angle. So tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4 is equal to tan inverse of tan, it is pi minus pi by 4. Okay, 4 ones are 4 pi minus 1 pi will be how much? It is 3 pi by 4. Okay, next tan inverse of tan pi minus pi by 4 can be written as tan inverse of, it is tan of minus pi by 4. Tan of minus pi by 4, it will be how much? Minus tan pi by 4. So next, how are you going to simplify then? Again, next, tan inverse of tan minus pi by 4, this is equal to tan inverse and tan both are gone. Okay, or else minus tan inverse of minus tan pi by 4, minus also you can take it out of the inverse trigonometric functions, it will be minus tan inverse of tan pi by 4. So tan inverse and tan both are gone, and minus symbol will be remains in the same place, and pi by 4 will be the final result for the given problem. Next, find the value of cos inverse of cos 9 pi divided by 4. Okay, in this question, again cos inverse and cos, if you get cancelled, 9 pi by 4 will be remaining. It never comes under the range of cos trigonometric function, that is 0 to pi. Therefore you can simplify this respective given problem in this way. Cos inverse of cos, it is 2 pi plus pi divided by 4. Okay, next 4 to the 8 pi plus 1 pi will be how much? 9 pi by 4. Now cos inverse of cos 2 pi plus pi by 4 can be written as cos inverse of cos, it is pi by 4. So cos inverse and cos both are gone, pi by 4 is remaining. It comes under the range of cos inverse trigonometric function, that is 0 to pi. Therefore its result is just pi by 4. This is the solutions of this given problem. Here, find the principal value of the following trigonometric functions. Okay, in this question, sine inverse of 1 by root 2, its principal value when you will be finding it. Okay, sine inverse of sine pi by 4 in the sense how much? It is 1 divided by root 2. Now 1 divided by root 2 can be written as sine pi by 4. Here sine inverse and sine both are cancelled, pi by 4 will be remaining. This is the principal value of the given trigonometric function sine inverse of 1 by root 2. Okay, next question, sine inverse of minus 1 by root just 1 by 2. Okay, here sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus sine inverse of 1 by 2. You people knows very well the identities of the trigonometric function. Sine of minus theta can be written as minus sine theta, cos of minus theta can be written as plus cos theta, tan of minus theta can be written as minus tan theta. So minus as a angle for sine inverse as well as tan inverse, and also for cosec inverse, these trigonometric functions, if sine comes, okay, in this case those respective trigonometric functions can be written as minus with the trigonometric functions with its angles. Okay, next, sine inverse of minus 1 by 2, it can be written as minus sine inverse of 1 by 2. Okay, next, minus sine inverse, then sine how much is 1 by 2? Sine pi by 6. So sine inverse and sine, if you get cancelled here, then minus will be remaining in the same place as it is, then pi by 6 will be the remaining answer for the given trigonometric functions. Therefore the principal value of sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6. In this question, tan inverse of minus root 3, when you will be finding the principal value of this trigonometric function. Okay, as for the discussions of the identities in the trigonometric part, that is tan of minus theta can be written as minus tan theta. Here tan inverse of minus root 3, its angle is in terms of minus. Okay, therefore first of all, before finding its principal value, take the respective negative symbol out of the tan inverse trigonometric function. Therefore it is minus tan inverse of root 3. Then tan how much is root 3? Tan pi by 3. Okay, now tan inverse and tan both are gone, minus and pi by 3 will be remaining. So minus pi by 3 will be the Okay, principal value of the trigonometric function is tan inverse of minus root 3. Next, cot inverse of minus 1 divided by root 3. We must be very careful with the cot inverse trigonometric function, sec inverse as well as cos inverse trigonometric function when its angle will be given in terms of minus. Okay, now cot inverse has minus symbol. When minus angle will be given in terms of minus for cot inverse, sec inverse as well as cos inverse, compulsorily it can be written as pi minus. It is given trigonometric functions without the negative symbols, it must be written as it is. So pi minus cot inverse of 1 by root 3. Okay, we have solved already such type of properties. See, cot inverse of minus x can be written as pi minus cot inverse x. Sec inverse of minus x can be written as pi minus sec inverse x. Cos inverse of minus x can be written as pi minus it is cos inverse x. The same property is adopted for the finding principal value of cot inverse trigonometric function here. So cot inverse of minus 1 by root 3 it can be written as pi minus cot inverse of 1 by root 3. See, negative angles when will be given for cot, sec as well as for cos trigonometric functions. So it can be written as pi minus it is compulsorily written and remaining without the negative angles as well as its trigonometric functions must be written so that people will be finding its solutions very easily. Pi minus cot inverse of, then cot how much is pi by 3? It is cot pi by 3 in the sense what? It is 1 by root 3. Now cot inverse and cot both are gone here, just pi minus pi by 3 will be remaining. So after finding the LCM we will be getting its result is 2 pi by 3. This is the principal value of the cot inverse trigonometric function. Okay, next question, cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Just a second back I have discussed it in the previous question. Okay, here cos inverse, its angle is again given in terms of negative, so pi minus compulsory, so cos inverse of 1 by 2. So pi minus cos inverse, cos how much is pi by 2? 1 by 2, it is cos pi by 3 in the sense 1 by 2. So cos inverse and cos both are gone, pi minus pi by 3 will be remaining. After finding its LCM we will be getting just 2 pi by 3. This will be the principal value of cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Okay, next, cos inverse of 1 by 2 equal to, here this angle is not at all given in terms of negative value. Okay, it is positive only, so no need to worry about it. So cos inverse of cos pi by 3 in the sense it is 1 by 2. Now cos inverse and cos both are gone, pi by 3 is remaining. This is the principal value of cos inverse 1 by 2 trigonometric function. Okay, next, sec inverse of 2 by root 3. Yes, sec inverse of sec pi by 6 is called as 2 by root 3. Sec and sec inverse both are gone, pi by 6 is the principal value of the given trigonometric function. Next, tan inverse of minus 1, it can be written as minus tan inverse of 1. So 1 it can be written as tan pi by 4 minus tan inverse of tan pi by 4. Tan inverse and tan both are gone, minus pi by 4 is the solutions of the given problem. Next, find the value of tan inverse of 2 cos of 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2. Finding the values of this respective term will be very simple here. First simplify sin inverse of 1 by 2. Okay, next, given term you write as it is first, that is equal to tan inverse of 2 cos of, okay, it is 2 sin inverse of 1 by 2 will be how much it is? It is pi divided by, it is 6. Okay, next, so pi by 6 in the sense how much it is? See, sin inverse of sin 1 by 2. Okay, now 2 ones are 2 3s are, so cos pi by 3 will be remaining. Cos pi by 3 in the sense how much it is? Okay, tan inverse of 2 cos it is pi by 3 can be written as 1 by 2. So tan inverse of 2 it is 1 by 2. 2 and 2 both are gone, tan inverse of 1 will be remaining. Then tan inverse of 1 in the sense is pi by 4. This is the principal value of the given function, or it can be also written as after finding the values of the respective function you will be getting that much result. Next, 2 tan inverse x equal tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. It is one of the standard property in the inverse trigonometric concept. Okay, when you will be proving this, you just for time being consider right hand side term tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. So some standard substitution is required to getting the solutions of this trigonometric function. So put x equal to tan theta, so theta is equal to tan inverse x. Okay, next you consider right hand side term tan inverse of, okay, 2x divided by 1 minus x square. Now tan 2 theta can be written as 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. So wherever x are there in the place of x, you just put trigonometric function, that is tan theta. So after substituting x equal to tan theta, you'll be getting, okay, 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. It can be written as 2x divided by 1 minus x square. Okay, next, so the total solutions of 2x divided by 1 minus x square, it will be how much? Just tan 2 theta. So tan inverse of tan 2 theta is equal to tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. Next, tan inverse and, okay, tan both are gone, just 2 theta will be remaining. Then tan inverse of 2x divided by 1 minus x square. Okay, after simplifying this term, then theta in the sense what? Tan inverse x. Resubstitute back to getting its final solution. This is the solutions of the given term. Hence proved.